Welcome. If you are watching this series, you are probably already at least a little familiar with the incredible events that took place on October 13th, 1917 in Fatima, Portugal. For those of you who are not, here's a brief introduction. At noon on October 13th, 1917, a crowd estimated at over 70,000 people witnessed an event so shocking, news of it spread across the world like wildfire. The event was so incredible it has cemented itself as the most credible example of a modern miracle known to man. These witnesses gathered in a large, rain-soaked field saw the noonday sun roll from left to right, dancing out of its predictable orbit, and then draw close to the crowd, stopping above a small tree in the middle of the field. While it moved, the sun changed colors from yellow to every color in the rainbow, returning back to yellow as it drew close to the tree. The witnesses all claimed to have been able to look at the sun without hurting their eyes. Yet the sun was so hot that the field was reported to have dried within minutes. And the thousands of people who witnessed this event all claimed to have left the area that day with their rain-soaked clothes completely dry. How did this happen? Why was Fatima, Portugal chosen to be the location of such an incredible event? Central to this miracle were the three Fatima seers, Lucia, Francesco, and Jacinta. Their stories have been told many times and heard by millions of believers. However, their stories are only part of this incredible event. There were thousands of secret witnesses to the Fatima miracle, each of whose eyewitness reports dispel some of the mysteries behind this miracle. Come with me now as we explore this great mystery and meet the secret witnesses of Fatima. The purpose of today's investigation of the Fatima miracle is to offer us a closer and slightly more personal account of the events surrounding that incredible day. And with the aid of Maria da Carmo Menses and Maria dos Prases, who were interviewed by the author John Haffert in early 1960, we are able to do just that. Meet Maria da Carmo Menses, who was 46 years old at the time of the miracle. Her testimony is different from others who have been interviewed, since she personally knew the Fatima children and was beside them during the miracle.
Suddenly the sun appeared so that we could look at it as though it were the moon. It began spinning like a fireworks wheel, making us all turn into the colors of the rainbow, even the ground itself.
Was she wet and then dry afterwards?
Yes.
Was she afraid?
No. She trusted God.
Why did she think it happened?
That people might be converted, I think. I had two of the children, Lucia and Jacinta, in my house for 8 days in August, 2 months before the miracle. They said that there would be a miracle in order that all should believe. And this I saw, with my 2 sons who have now died. We saw the sun spinning like fireworks. I cried out, "My God, how great is your power!" One day I had said to the children, "Alas, you are mistaken. They will fry you in oil." And they said, "We are not afraid. She does not deceive us. She is so beautiful. Sometimes she dazzles us." Other things I have witnessed since: the bombs which officials put there, and the one which was near the tree did not explode. I held one in my hands. I saw the poison that they threw into the well. I also saw 4 cures in the place of the apparition. 2 were of tuberculosis, one of a girl from Lisbon, and the other from Alfarolos. 2 were crippled girls.
Now I'm going to pause for just a second because something just occurred to me. You're watching this video because you love hearing miraculous stories about Our Lady's love. But what about when you're away from your phone and computer or whatever screen you're watching this on? What about when you want to get away from the internet, but you still want to learn about our Lord and our Lady? Well, let me introduce you to Crusade Magazine. Crusade Magazine is a beautiful, fully color, fully Catholic magazine filled with stories about the saints, cutting edge and current Catholic news, prayer suggestions, and so much more. We at America Needs Fatima designed Crusade Magazine to be a way for you to be inspired, informed, and spiritually fulfilled, especially when you want to get away from your electronics. When you sign up to become one of our Child of Mary members, you automatically receive a Crusade Magazine subscription as one of your gifts. So if you want pages and pages of Catholic content at your fingertips, well, click the link in the description down below to become a Child of Mary and have Crusade Magazine delivered straight to your door. Okay, back to our story. It was Mrs. Minces who remembers with joy that not only did 2 of the children spend a week in her house, but that it was she who gave them the skirts with the white spots, and a blouse and scarf and an apron to each one. Clothing now familiar to many from photographs of the poor mountain children. With Mrs. Minces' account of the events, we can visualize the calmness that surrounded and shrouded the children, while all others were unsure of what was happening around them. Filled with disbelief and fear, the children were confident and calm. The next witness we turn to today is Maria dos Prazeres, who was 31 years of age when the miracles took place. Maria was a widow living near Fatima, about an hour's walk from the place where the miracle happened.
Were you close to the children?
I saw them come. I was close enough to hear them speak and to understand everything they said.
What happened?
I saw the sun turn upon itself. It seemed to fall from the sky. Near me there was a man and a lady who were looking at the sun through binoculars and who were saying that they saw a ladder near the sun and that Saint Joseph and the child Jesus were there. The people around me were crying that the world was going to end. I knew that something extraordinary and mysterious had happened. I was sure that the children had spoken to someone extraordinary who was not of this world. According to those interviewing her, Maria seemed particularly impressed by the fact that the children had predicted something would happen. The little shepherds had announced in advance that there would be a miracle in October, so that everyone would believe. And believe they did. Tales of what happened that day spread far and wide like wildfire. And before long, it was a rumor no more. It became the narration of a fact more widely accepted as true than the negative propaganda in its day. As one of the few widely covered and documented miracles in our modern time, it holds a particularly important message for all. And those who bore witness to this stupendous event of 1917 ardently desire that we never forget it. So join me next week as we hear straight from the Fatima seer Lucia, as she recounts the story of the events, as well as testimony from several more of the secret witnesses of Fatima. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you've noticed, but we actually don't run ads on this channel. We don't want you to be bombarded with distractions while trying to learn about Our Lady. And because we don't make money from ads, we rely completely on our Child of Mary members to help us to spread the Fatima message all across YouTube. And if you want to help us and receive these spiritual gifts in return, then all you have to do is to click the link in the description box down below to become a Child of Mary. Once you click that link and become a Child of Mary, we will send you this beautiful metal lapel pin. You will also be given a subscription to Crusade Magazine, and my favorite, you will have a daily Catholic Mass
prayed in your name and for your intentions. And you will also receive this incredible ebook. So, don't wait. Become a child of Mary today to receive your spiritual gifts and to help us spread devotion to Our Lady all across YouTube. Just click the link in the description to become a child of Mary. God love you.